Back everyone, and in this tutorial I will be covering these features, all of these guys, and a few things which we have left in Sketch, like convert entities and offset entities. Okay, and we will also be going to few more things such as reference plane. So let's just first cover the extrude boss feature. So this is the last sketch which we have made in the last section. So let's just go and extrude it. Now let's look at all of the options. Okay, let's just decrease the value here, get like 20 or something. Okay, so just wait. Yes, now the first part is where you define that what should be the extrude length. So when you put blind here, so either you provide a normal direction in the direction which extrude will take place, or it will just extrude in the normal direction of the this particular surface, or you can provide a direction vector here. So I choose the 20 mm. This is where you can change the distance. So, and the draft, what it does, it provides an angle, so you can see it. If you just look at it, as I increase the angle, you can see it gets thinner. You can provide, if the draft is outward or inward, you can see what it does. So this is draft feature. Next is direction 2. So if you want to do the same in the, if you also extrude in the other direction, let's take it mind 40. So you can see, and if I make it draft inward, which is not possible actually, so I just decrease the value here. So you can see this is what it does. So this is the direction 2 and this is direction 1. Now few other features include the thin feature. In thin feature, okay, I will cover just after it. So this is what happens in this case, right? Up to vertex, up to surface, these are all features I will cover in the exercise, which I will do just after this particular tools discussion. Now let's discuss the feature, another feature, which is thin feature. So you can see, let me just decrease it to like 50. So you can see it's a hollow structure. What it does, it takes the particular curve and it took outside curve length of 1 mm and it extruded it, and that it is. And the curve is when we click on cap ends, it actually closes the curve, otherwise it's a hollow. You can see, and when we we can see from here to the second end, when we click on it, it becomes a closed surface, but it remains a hollow one. So this is what happens when we select this. Next feature is revolve, because this actually does what it says. So to do that, I have to edit the sketch. For example, I go to the same sketch. Okay, let's just make a new one. So I go to front plane again and make a sketch. Let's just enter the front plane, make a line around which revolution will take place. So I draw a random line here and just am done. I'm not giving any dimension or everything. You can give it if you want. So now let's go to revolve, take this, select this one, select contour, select sketch 1. Okay, what we've done here wrong, we selected this line, select this, yes, we're done here. Now you can see, if I select the sketch, it actually revolutes around this line. You can see if I just turn it to like 10 degree, you can see it's just in a 10 degree angle, and if I increase it, it slowly starts to revolve around it. You can see this is really beautiful. You can see. So for example, I just want it to be like in a 150 degree. I apply it, you can just exit, and you can see we are done here. It looks really cool. And other settings which are here include the direction up to vertex, up to surface, and other stuff which I will cover in exercise. So this is about the revolve. You select the contour and you select the axis of revolution and you're done. What we're gonna do next is go for the swept boss, and it requires two drawings. The first is a profile and the next is a path. So for the profile, let's make a random shape right down here, and we go to sketch and let's select the front plane. That will be this one, and just make a random shape here which okay, let's just make a random play shape which just passes through here. So I just made a random shape here, and now next thing that we need is a path that it will follow. I go to top plane again. Now I make a random shape, so you can see it is perpendicular to this one. So let's just go to the top and make some random shape. Okay, I guess that will work. So we have a path, we have a profile, we take an exit. Let's just go to swept boss, select sketch profile, which is this one, and the path is automatically selected, and you can see now we have a solid surface. In solid surface, this was the profile that we use, and inner one is actually the path. So it is really useful if you are making a complicated design, and you can see here. Now let's just look at other options that we could have done. So if you have to actually make a circular profile, you don't have to make, you just can go select the circular profile and select the path, and you can set the diameter from here. So you can make pipes kind of structure easily. And other options are like you can add some twist here, add some twist values. Wait, yes, so you can also add twist values from here, like you can see there are some variations in twist. You can see it is rotating here as I'm changing the values. So make it like a 50 or 46 degree. So it has changed quite a bit, and you can do a lot of changes, like you can keep the normal constant, like for example, what means normal constant is that normal will remain like this. Let me just apply it. So if I do that, most probably I will hit error, because actually the here profile and here the paths are not getting they are intersecting each other. So just apply follow path. So you can put some twist values from here, and that's it. So this is from the swept boss, and this is how you can have a fun with this one. So yeah, so this one is done. Now next part is go for the lofted boss and the boundary boss. So we'll follow other drawings for that. So let's just understand two concepts which we actually left there and from sketch. The first is the convert entities. So for example, if you want to extrude this particular surface, so what you can do is just click on this, press edit sketch. Okay, so you can, okay, not here, you will have to click sketch here, and if you want to import this particular surface as a sketch, you can just click on convert entities. Now you can see we have this black lined surface, and if you wish to have a smaller one or a bigger one, then you just click on the offset entities and select this sketch. Now you can see we have option, so you can get bigger or smaller one, whatever you want. So we have covered this sketch entities. Now let's just come back to this lofted boss and this boundary boss. So the basic requirement for both of them is that we need two sketches for them. So we will be learning one more thing before that, that is the creating planes. So we will have to make another sketch which will be in other plane. So let's learn how to make a different plane. So different plane can be made using references. So for example, one of the reference that you can use is you choose the front plane and you choose the distance, like at how much distance do you want that plane. You can see, so we can choose a distance. For example, like I choose 0.3, right, and I just click on it. Now I want to draw on this, so just right click and click sketch. So I am in this particular plane. Let's understand, let's make a quick sketch here of this, a big one, hexagon. Okay, now one more thing, just get out of it. You can you can even edit the plane. Let's click on the edit feature and increase the distance. I want it to be around, like, increase it 0.5. Okay, so we have two sketches here. Now we can go for the lofted boss. So just click on here and you will have to add surfaces here. So you can do it easily by multiple steps. For example, you can just select one, click on one and select another, and you have a surface. You have the lofted solid, actually it's a solid. So you can mess with these pivot points. You can see the shape changes according to that. You can just keep on changing it. So this is how the lofted works. Another way to do this is right click, select selection manager. So you can select the whole sketch, close surface all at once, or you can if the sketch is actually open loop, you can use this one, or you can use this selection manager for every single selection, or you can go for this particular surface selection. You just click here and enter, and again just come here and select it, and you're done. You can mesh with this one. Okay, so now you can also okay, the next thing is start and end constraint. Okay, let's just look into it. So start, you can add, for example, if I select normal to profile, right? So this is the first profile. You can select that how much you can set the value that for how much length it will be normal to the original profile. So if I increase the distance, you can say that in this area the projection is actually normal to this particular surface, and you can choose same thing from there. Now for example, if I choose none from here and let's just apply from here, if I do the normal to profile, and you can see the same thing is happening, and you can see it's increasing. So the normal profile influence is increasing as soon as I increase this one. And the next thing is a guide curve. Guide curve is used as a way that we allow the path in swept pose. For example, let's just I'm just going to make a quick path for this one. So let's just make it and see how it looks. So let's delete it and make a path. So we'll have to again make a plane. So we will have to make a plane which actually passes through this point, this point, and this point. So we can make a plane from 3 points. So press enter and we have a plane, and just enter it. Now let's design our path. So our path will be, so just enter the spline and make a random. So the path will be like something like this. It closes here. Okay, so this is our path. I want to reach from this profile to this profile, and this will be the path. So this is what I'm following, and I am getting out of it and just go to the lofted pose, select the sketches. You can just select it and this way, just clicking on it. Okay, it is not working now, so that's why there are other features. this one is working. Okay, go to selection manager, this one is also selected. Now choose the guide path. I chose the guide path and you can see what's happening here. So it has actually done the loft thing, but along that particular guide path which we have designed. So this is what happens. And one more thing is that if you click here in any feature, then you will see all the sketches on which this particular feature is derived. So we are done with the lofted boss, and I will delete it from now for now. Next feature is here we don't need this path, so I'm hiding it. You can also hide your things, just right click and I can show it or I can hide it. Now next feature is the boundary boss feature. So boundary boss feature actually allows you to create solid in two directions, but there is a thing that you cannot make the guide path in boundary, for example. And there is also one more difference, that is you can also apply the thickness feature here, that is thin feature. For example, if I let me just select these guys. Okay, both of these are selected. Right now let me just change some pivot values. It looks much better. I mean, yeah, it looks cool. Now let's just apply thin feature, and you will see that it will be like a thickness will be applied to it, and you just click on it and you can select the thickness from here and just click on it and wait, and now you can see it's a hollow structure, but it looks really cool, right? Now this is what happened in boundary boss. You can apply thickness also here. Okay, so let's just go back to our let's go to other features, that is extrude cut and these kind of stuff. And I'm going back to this one. It looks complicated, but I want to work with this one. So next thing, that is the extrude cut. So extrude cut is same. I mean, in extrude boss we are actually adding a third dimension in any profile plane. So in extrude cut we remove the solid from any surface. So for example, if I want to remove some surface or some solid from here, so let's just draw a sketch here, right click and sketch. So I want to remove it in the shape of a rectangle, so just click anywhere and I just left it here, and you can exit the sketch or you can just go directly click on extrude cut. Now you can see, if I just click here, you can see the value is 0.556 meter. If I just tick here, things along this particular profile are gone. This is also deleted, this is also deleted. Now what if I want to just remove this one? You can just easily decrease the distance, only this part is removed, this remains safe. And there are other features. If you click up to next, then delete, then extrude cut is only done till the next surface. You can see it, and when you're done it, only this surface is removed. And there are a few more features like up to vertex. I can show the up to vertex feature, so the distance can be selected by any vertex. Like, yes, you can see I clicked on the vertex and the distance is selected. I can also select the features like up to surface, so removal is done till here. And yeah, pretty much it. So through all, if you do through all, it removes everything that comes in its path. Through all both means it removes everything on the both sides. Okay, so cut extrude is complete. I'm gonna delete it. Next feature is hole wizard. So if you want to make a hole, then you can follow it. So holes can also be done by the extrude cut, but with the help of hole wizard you can create some standard holes. For example, you can see there is a tapered hole and it does not crosses it, so you can do a lot of things. For example, let's just create a tapered hole here, and I have selected the tapered hole in size inch. You choose everything, size you can select. I want M4. Okay, now the position, you click on the position, it will ask you to draw a 3D sketch. So I want the hole to be at the top of the surface. I go here and you can see the yellow thing. I just dropped it. You can make a multiple holes. You just click anywhere, it will drop holes right down there. And just click OK. You can see I have holes here. At the 5 places I have holes. So this makes the whole process pretty much easy, that you can do anything at any place. Okay, the hole is done. The next feature that we are going to discuss is the revolve cut. Okay, now the revolve cut is pretty much same. Now let's just do a revolve cut. So I will choose a plane along which I will cut. I choose top plane, I go to it, and I make a surface here. Okay, yes, let's just make something. Let's just make a random shape. I like playing with the random shape. So yes, this is the random shape, and with the help of it I am going to cut this thing. Now I will be deciding the line of axis, so I would rather make it in a new plane. So again I will go to this plane and I will draw a line. Okay, this is the line and I'm done. Now this, I will cut this solid body using this particular shape along this axis. Extrude cut, revolved cut, sorry. Okay, now you can see it worked. So yes, if I just close it down, you can see it has cut everything that has come along its revolution, and I can just control the revolution in angles. Whatever, you reduce the angles, make it like a 145. Yes, now if I exit it, you can see the cut. We just cut this particular part. So this is it. This is how you can cut using a revolved. Okay, the next thing is swept cut. So the swept cut is pretty much simple. You make a surface anywhere and you can cut using the sweep path. So just one example, I'm going to show you that. So yes, so let me delete these sketches. Just wall. Okay, I'm gonna select plane 4 and I will draw a random thing. So then a random, actually I choose random figures because that means it can work with anything. So I'm just gonna make a spline here, a random spline on that plane, and I just leave it slack. Go to, okay, I'm exiting the sketch, go to feature and go to swept cut. So I'm just going for the circular profile. You can try with the sketch one. Now you can see from wherever this path has passed, there is a circular profile which has been made. Let me increase the value. And in swept cut, there will be subtraction. So from this solid, this swept part will be subtracted, and you can see it. So wherever the path has passed, there is a subtraction is been done. So this is a, you can say, a advanced level of cutting which has been done by swept cut, but it is done. So swept cut is done. Next is the next is a lofted cut and boundary cut. So we will complete it very fast. So we will require 2 surfaces for that. Let's just edit this one. I'm gonna remove this guide curve. Okay, Now we are going to see the lofted cut and the boundary cut. So both are basically the same. In lofted cut you can apply the guide curve, and you cannot apply the thickness. Thickness can be applied in the boundary cut, which is using the thin feature. So let's just apply a cut using this loft cut. So I'm going to make a plane, reference plane from, okay, which plane? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna make from a top plane. It works 0.50. Yes. So I will make a plane here. Click on the plane and sketch. Now I will make a small circle here, just, and if you want to go perpendicular to it, you can try this. Okay, this is different. Okay, just draw it. You just leave it here, and we make another surface. So we make another plane with the help of it. Flip offset means you change the direction, and yes, increase the distance. So I'm choosing sketch also on it because I need two sketches. So I will choose a small sketch here, like, okay, let's make ellipse. Okay, we have two shapes, and we will draw a lofted cut. We will make a lofted cut using both of these. So just go to, leave it here, and go to lofted cut. You just choose the plane surfaces, this one and this, our ellipse, and you can see a subtraction will be done between this profile and this one. Just when you click OK, and you can see a hole has been made. So this is how a boundary cut is also done. Let's just move next to these features. So we have covered these, all of these, both the addition and the subtraction. Now some extra features.